Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. Today we're doing a walk and talk, so I apologise for any background noise. We are walking along the cold days. It should get warmer, and we're discussing one of the ways the AI boom can bust and the effects. What happens if China invades Taiwan? Now, as you know, I like to think outside the box. It's how I found a lot of my stocks before others. And with this one, America has already said if China invades Taiwan, they will take out Taiwan semiconductors foundries. Now, even if they don't, Taiwan semiconductor foundries cannot operate without support from other industries, which they will not get, and the CCP cannot run without that kind of support, and they will not get if their country is invaded. So unless there's some kind of worldwide agreement, it will not work to invade them just to take over the factories. The only reason to invade them is to do what China has been saying all along, to incorporate Taiwan back into Chinese territories. But it's such a big risk because Taiwan Semiconductor makes so many of the world's chips. And what do I think will happen then? Well, Samsung will take over as a leading chip manufacturer because they're the only one who makes close to anywhere near the kind of chips that Taiwan does. But it will mean the end of Nvidia's new chips, because no one has the facility to do that at the moment. Now, don't forget to hit the like button, comment in the box below, and subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel and some of the freebies. You can pick up a free share in any one of the brokers. I use them all, otherwise I wouldn't recommend them for depositing a small amount. Now that the noise is over, let's get back into it. As I said, Samsung is 3 years behind, will be 3 years behind Taiwan Semiconductor. But if invaded and Taiwan are no longer producing, they will be the ones to go to. Not only that, they will be don't forget, Taiwan will be setting up a factory in America, but that takes time. They are getting funded by the American government just in case this happens. Again, that takes time, that takes money, and they are hoping they're set up before something happens. Of course, we still have the underdog, Intel, but despite Intel being funded by the government with their factories and Intel building all these factories, I do not expect Intel to be anywhere near doing anywhere near what Taiwan Semiconductor are, or Samsung. I expect us to go back to, if you recall, there was a period decade ago where technology was moving so fast, the memory was doubling and doubling, and the processing speeds was doubling and doubling, and all of a sudden for a few years it just stayed stagnant. And I believe that's what will happen. where the technology will stay stagnant, because the chips, what happens is, if they are able to make the chips smaller, like 3 nanometer and below, then they can get more on a wafer. I do apologise about the background noise. You can get more on a wafer, and you can get and it takes up less space, which means you can either make the device smaller, or you can find more room to put other things in, such as more lenses for a camera, to make the camera more powerful. So we may find that devices getting cheaper, or not many things change with our devices for a few years. We've had this happen in the past, and I think that is what will happen. If of course that is all will also affect AI, as I said, because AI requires, the reason AI is so powerful now, and it's only in the beginning phases, as I said before, is because you can fit so many chips on these wafers, and you can make them so small. If you have to make them bigger, or if you can't keep decreasing the size and increasing the power efficiency, then you'll see AI stagnate, and some of these AI companies heavily invested in AI could end up blowing up. But this is only if China invades Taiwan. What are your thoughts? I'd be interested to hear down below. You could even say what I'm saying is stupid, or I don't know what I'm talking about, because I like to hear arguments against my thesis as much as people supporting it. I like to know if you think, do you think they will invade it? Or I've had someone say that this year would be the right time for them to invade, purely because they have the cover of the Israel-Gaza situation, and the Red Sea situation, and the Ukraine-Russia situation, and it's become a big mess now, and it's the civilians who get harmed in it always, while the politicians become rich. So I would like to know what you guys are thinking.